Welcome to the JKT Radio Podcast. I'm your hostess with mostest, Muffa, or Bun, or I am a burrito. And I am cold. A Corito, if you would. Or, as Drunk Kira says, you are a Corito. And you know what? Because I am a heathen, we don't eat burritos with our hands, we eat them with utensils. So I'm going to be different kinds of utensils, and I want to be a knife!
No!
Yes! And I'm joined by my other utensils, Chris.
I'm a spork.
Excellent. Neither A or B. Both.
Exactly.
And McBride...
Non-binary utensil.
Double entendre.
Haha!
McBride is dead. Long live McBride.
Therefore,
But not
McBride is a
actually.
spatula.
I'll take it. And our last utensil, Devin.
I'm gonna be a fork.
You're gonna fork it?
I'm gonna fork it.
Oh,
So
for
they
fork's
picked
sake.
the spork, so I'm like, well, I feel like it's kind of cop-out to take one or the other now, but I'm
I
gonna
was
do
gonna.
it.
You can.
I was going to pull up my list of weird utensils, like spife.
Spice are fun. I don't know what it was, but we used to have this knife. And I dubbed it the rhinoceros knife until it died. I think it was a special kind of cheese knife. It was a knife, but on the tip of it, it had two little bumps. So it looked like little rhino
Oh,
horns.
that's cute.
They weren't even like spiky bumps, they were like soft, like they were butt cheeks. So they always remind me of rhinoceros, those, because they're never spiked in real life. They're like little nubbins.
Now, I must ask,
There's a trong.
how did it die being a knife made of metal?
It rusted and died.
Oh, well,
The knife
as-
was older than I was.
see, I had one of my, like, serrated knives, like the little kitchen knives, snap in half on me once.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
and
no.
By once we mean like a month
So,
ago.
yeah, like a month ago. So when I say die, for some reason, I'm just like, I know it most likely just rusted and
I
became
should have chose a spade.
not usable, but here we are.
Oh, so those spatulas with like knives on the side?
No, a spade is a spoon and fork knife.
Sounds like some camping utensil god.
Spoon and fork
Send me a
knife.
picture.
I am
Send
sending-
me a picture.
I am
You like
sending it.
the utensil version of Deathstroke, Splade Wilson.
Damn it, that's good.
It looks like a shovel.
Yeah.
Like
that's- well, that explains the name.
it's a
spade, but you know, but it's splayed
that's
out.
that's literally a shovel.
Shovel the food into your
Tummy sh-
mouth. With
Tummy
the,
shovels.
with the spade.
Tummy shovels. Yeah, so speaking of which, burritos. Are you a heathen and use utensils, or do you use your hands?
I use my hands.
Yeah, what the fuck kind of heathen uses
Who uses
utensils?
utensils?
My stand on is always on what kind of burrito it is. And how tightly rolled it is.
You know what,
If
okay,
it's a
yeah.
really nicely tight rolled burrito, I'm using a fork and knife. Fuck you guys.
No, if it's more messy, then I might use a fork and a knife in like a cabbage roll type way.
Mm-hmm. I do that with like the nicely perfectly tightly rolled ones.
See,
'Cause
no,
it's
those,
like,
those are ones where you can bite them and like you don't have to worry about them falling apart.
But it's so satisfying.
It is.
Also, microwave burritos, I always use a fork and knife with.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, if they get to a point where they're no longer a burrito, they're just all of the ingredients kind of splayed out on the plate, that is when I
That's-
start using a fork and knife.
See, no. What
That's
you do, when you eat a burrito or a taco or whatever, you have a second tortilla underneath, so that all of the mess will go into the second tortilla. Tortilla.
And you have a...
Infinite burritos.
Yeah. I actually do that.
Pretty good life hack.
That's what I do for tacos.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I also do this for tacos. I put one on the plate, and then I make 3 tacos on top of it, and then I have extra taco at the end.
Yeah, because you know it's gonna
Except
fall
you
apart.
No, I've gotten very good at it lately, and I only have like some cheese and lettuce crumbs on the bottom and some juice.
Oh, that's
So I just eat tortilla at the end. And I share tortilla with Kat. There she is. There's Kat.
Oh, yes.
I had to explain EBDB to Devin earlier today.
Yeah.
Okay, now you have to tell me what that is.
Hell.
See, you can't just say that. You have to explain the context behind EBDB.
We were talking about weird Tumblr language.
Yeah, Kira,
And that's where we stop the conversation.
Blorble from my shows, EBDB, Glub Shido.
Actually, yeah, Kira, are you
Sounds
familiar
like
with the phenomenon that is Glup Shido?
I literally heard about it earlier today.
So, a Glup Shido is... It comes from, I think it was a Tumblr post.
I think it's originally a Twitter post, actually. I was
Yeah.
looking at it
So
earlier.
it came from Twitter.
It's someone, basically, it's like joking that's like someone outside of the Star Wars fandom looking at people talking about Star Wars right now. All it is just, it seems like people are just freaking out, being like, oh, hey, have you seen this thing? Glup Shido's in it. Because that's what... Oh.
No, I meant more of like, isn't that what I do,
I
essentially?
mean, pretty much. It's, yeah.
One.
Just what?
How
I'm
rude.
sneezing all fucking day.
Kira willed it.
I've been denied.
But,
I was gonna count them.
Give it another 5 seconds.
yeah, I think it's mainly in reference to, like, Star Wars will always bring in these, like, weird, obscure characters with stupid names in as, like, cameos. So it's like, oh, you know, Oogala Boogala is here.
You mean Von Calamari?
Yeah, Mon Calamari is here. Or, yeah,
Even though I think that's a race or whatever.
it's a race, but
It proves my point.
yeah. So yeah, Glup Shido is a stupid name that the fandom just accepts.
Except now, it's all of Tumblr has accepted Glub Shido.
Yes, because now that Twitter has decided to capsize,
Set itself on fire.
set itself on
Tumblr's like,
fire,
hey, we are not the most dysfunctional platform.
commit
Join us.
seppuku. Oh, it's fascinating.
It's fun to watch. and
It
I'm
is
glad I'm
fun
not
to
on
watch.
Twitter.
Yeah, agreed.
I am on Twitter, but I just observe. I don't really post anything on Twitter. I just
Ceaseless watch you turn your wretched gaze
I
on
ha-
this thing.
Excellent. I have a Twitter account and I use it only to... I did use it only for Minecon and they don't even need that anymore, so now it's useless.
I have a Twitter account that I sometimes remember exists.
I think we also have a Twitter account for this channel.
I think we do.
a titter.
A Twitter account.
Twitter.
Oh, also, I won't talk about
Okay, mean.
I won't talk about it forever. I promise. However, so
I'm putting a timer on that.
the Magnus
You have
Archives.
10 minutes. You have 10 minutes.
I don't need 10 minutes.
Okay, good.
The Magnus Archives.
You're fine then.
It has a sequel coming out eventually. They just did
Maybe.
They just did a Kickstarter. Their goal was for like £15,000 or something like that.
That's not that much.
Within the first day, they got up to about £400,000.
That'll do it.
They blew past all of their stretch goals. What is the Kickstarter at now, actually? It's called the Magnus Protocol.
That's a lot. Like, in a day, I understand I've seen ones that blow past there, like double it or triple it. That's a lot more than doubling or tripling.
Yeah, no, it doubled it within the first, 40 minutes.
Yeah. No, it
Like, this is the equivalent of, the Critical Role Kickstarter. What are we at?
Damn.
So for the Canadian
Oh,
goal,
God.
it was 24,298. Currently, in Canadian, it is 836,373. There's still 22 days.
I don't think they need it.
Yeah, I think they beat it.
yeah.
Lemon? Why?
They still have 22
Lemon.
days to go. The early bird backer things was gone within the first minute.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's been fun to watch. I at one point I want to eventually back it so that I can get some of the perks, but I'm also I don't really need to.
I want the perks, but also they don't need more money.
They really don't.
I can say, having been involved in various creative escapades, they will always need more money.
Well, Right
So-
now,
Depending-
right now,
yeah,
the
depending
strict
on what it
rules
is,
are
yeah.
like a live show or a live tour, and like in the UK, and also possibly a live show in the United States. So.
Oh, the possibility of an American one could be useful. Depending on if it's close to the border or close to the west side, you guys might be able to go.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I don't think it will be Seattle. I bet you it would be like New York
Oh god.
or LA.
It would probably be New York. Yeah. Yeah,
No,
Devin is saying, "Oh God," because he knows I would absolutely fucking drag him to that.
And
Yeah.
that would be so. Thing is, like, I know, I like for an event that would be super cool to go to. But I would just. Oh god.
I don't think they would do New York. New York's not really becoming a popular hub for those kind of things anymore.
It's like it's not like San Diego.
It might be like like they might do like LA or something.
Yeah, they'd probably go towards the west coast anyway, like California somewhere. Seattle is getting popular.
Oh, actually, no. The New York Comic Con this year had some pretty notable panels and stuff. They had a lot of Warner Brothers
So,
stuff there.
Beyond
had,
New York
they had
Comic Con,
Legend of
what
Vox
else is
Machina.
there?
Oh, beyond it, San Diego Comic Con.
That's That's,
No. You see, that's in San Diego.
That's in New York.
Oh fuck! Hang on. Sorry. My brain's been melty.
I love that. It's like so beyond Comic Con. What else is there? Well, there's San Diego. Yes, that's the point.
That's in San Diego.
Because I don't think New York has anything else going for it.
Not anymore.
It's not the entertainment capital.
It hasn't been for a long time. It's just the Big Apple. It's the novelty.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably wouldn't actually do New York. I could see them doing Florida.
I don't. Not well.
I could see them doing Florida. I could see them doing specifically Austin, Texas. But again, that's a very big if. Texas is Texas.
Yeah.
But Austin is a very special place. It's like its own little land.
It's its own little queer hub.
Yeah, it's weird. California. Seattle is a really big place for those kind of things for some odd reason.
Well, I'm also just thinking like because it's also a horror podcast, so they probably pick weird locations. Like
They might pick Roswell.
that would be cool.
That would be funny.
I could see them doing Roswell.
Considering it's an eldritch horror style podcast. Yeah.
I could see them doing
I
Roswell.
could see them doing Roswell. That'd be fucking cool.
That would
I
be
could see them
cool.
They're also
Roswell.
keep, like they also have a couple of the writers for Old Gods Appalachia, whatever.
Appalachia.
I think it's actually I think they actually get mad at you if you pronounce it like that. Not the writers, but people from that region would actually probably get mad at us for saying Appalachia. I think it's pronounced something. They pronounce it something weird.
Literally everyone.
We don't know how. We're sorry.
We're trying.
Every time I've heard it pronounced, it's been pronounced Appalachia.
Yes, but have you ever heard it pronounced by somebody from that region?
I've no idea what people from that region sound like.
I've been denied.
Yeah. So, anyways, they're getting some people from that podcast to also guest write on the thing,
Oh.
and they're getting they have 90 episodes of 30 minutes long each, or like season 30 episode long seasons with double features. Like they get the whole fucking thing, which is just it's gonna be cool. I will stop rambling about it now.
Yeah, your 10 minutes is almost up.
It's not. I didn't take 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, it's been only 5. 7, actually.
Okay, that's a bit longer than I thought. We took a detour, though. To be fair.
We took a detour. We took a detour, and I had to stop King Kong Godzilla.
your cat's getting into it.
Well, I tried to pick up Keisha, and then Snowcloud didn't like the fact that Keisha was on top of her this very second, and they started fighting. And I can't smell anything, but I can taste
Okay.
the fact that lemon has horrible gas.
Wait,
Oh.
how about? Because you had COVID.
No?
No, you
No,
just
I
sick?
had COVID.
Yeah, you had COVID.
So, okay. Medical adventure time.
Jingle jangle.
On last Sunday,
Kira's
I started
editing
feeling-
COVID, no jingle.
yeah, I don't have actually. I might actually have that audio file. I have a lot of weird audio files. So, Sunday night, I felt horrible. Last week, obviously. To the point where I almost am like, can I go home early? But also, that last hour of my work is when everybody's trying to rush their lunch before I leave.
Makes sense.
So I kind of like drift for the last hour. I was just dragging my feet going, I can live. I will make it. I'm gonna not die. I can do it. I just need to go home and go to sleep. Like I felt really tired. And then I got, like, as that last hour wore on and as I walked home, I just felt like I drank water and it felt like there was like a giant shard of something in my throat.
Oh.
So I finally got home and I'm vaguely remembering, I'm like, this feels like strep throat. And I look in the mirror with a flashlight. The entire back of my throat, this side, big old swollen white nasty mess. This side, where I felt like there was something in my throat, nothing.
Oh.
So I went to the doctor the next day because I felt even worse, and I called in. I'm like, I'm not coming in. Technically, I didn't even call. I barely had a voice. I texted going, I'm not coming in. I'm going to the doctor when it opens. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's fair.
And they're like, okay, I feel better. Went to the doctor. Or, I'm sorry, I made an appointment for the doctor because there's no such thing as fucking walk-ins.
Mhm.
Took a COVID test.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Their appointment is, oh yeah, we'll call you.
That's
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
you
what
do it
it's
online.
like.
Which is why I haven't been on my medication in like 2-3 months now.
Mm.
So the walk-in clinic calls me, middle of the day, and I'm like, hi. They're like, what's wrong? I'm like, well, my throat's super swollen. It looks like strep throat. And then I gave her the rest of my symptoms. I'm like, can I take a COVID test? No COVID. Like, so how fast can you make it here? And I'm like 10 minutes away. They're like, so can you get here within the next hour? Because I leave in an hour. And this is the doctor. I'm like, I can do that.
I can do that like
What-
now.
Like, literally, I was, like, in my tight, cozy pajama pants, shirt, and this banky, which has been washed twice since I got sick, by the way, guys. I even washed my bedding once I started feeling better.
And then you
Got
sick
there.
again?
Here's fun. It gets funner. Got there. Doctor's confused on how fast I got there.
You did say you could get there within 10 minutes.
I got there within 5.
Speedy.
Like, I walked out in my banky and I'm like, Mommy, can you take me to the doctor?
Yeah, that's
She was already prepared. She knew. I had asked her in the morning originally. Got there. She looked in my throat like, that looks like strep. I'm like, I know. And she touched this and she flinched. She physically flinched because they were just solid rock
lymph
eggs.
nodes.
Oh.
Both of them.
Oh.
No good.
It felt like I had eggs in my throat. And it was really funny because I touched them too. And they're not as bad. They're still pretty bad. But they were like egg. They're like,
Can I offer
So,
you an egg
well-
in this trying time? You have
Egg.
brought this trying time upon us.
I don't have an egg on my desk. I have a Kinder Surprise
That counts.
capsule. That was once an egg.
I never realized that was my baby yolk. Until I reached
Yes,
the
that's why they're always yellow or orange.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm gonna take a throat swab just in case, but I'm pretty sure you do have strep. Do you want the antibiotics now or when the thing comes in? I'm like, I'll take them now. Because I'm also pretty sure I have strep. By the way, there's some antibiotics.
Yeah.
And I'm covering the label for a reason.
Make sure you get some probiotics to help with the
They told me to call in 2 days. Call in 2 days. I have to set up an appointment to get the phone call back. Because they won't tell me over the phone. I have to wait for the doctor to phone me to tell me the results. Even though I just need a simple yes or no. I did go to work on Wednesday. I had Monday, Tuesday off. Went to work Wednesday. Had Thursday, Friday off.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thursday morning, I got the call. They're like, I had a student with me. Is it okay? I'm like, I don't care about the student. They need to learn eventually, so let's do it. That's how this works. I don't know why anyone would ever refuse. You don't have strep throat. I'm like,
Oh.
Oh.
but the antibiotics are helping. And they're like, actually, they shouldn't be. So you there's nothing. Your swab is completely clean. I'm like, huh?
What?
It's like, you have nothing. I'm like, huh? She's like, I don't know. Huh?
That makes
That's
no
helpful.
goddamn sense.
So it's not an infection. The swab only checks for infections if it is a virus. the swab will come
She
back
probably had,
empty.
like,
So
tonsillitis or something.
the prime example she gave me of what I could possibly have that would cause that kind of swelling is mono.
Oh.
Huh.
Huh.
It's been a week now, because this happened Sunday. We're recording this on Sunday.
Which, by the way, you should not be taking antibiotics if it's a viral thing, because
I
that would
stopped
make
taking
worse.
it. Yeah, so I thought about why these were helping. I stopped taking them when I found out. The reason they were probably helping is because every time I get very sick, I get potassium deficient immediately. These are penicillin with potassium pills.
Oh.
That'll do it.
That's why they were helping.
They weren't helping with the penicillin, they were helping with the potassium.
Potassium. Potassium, and yep. So my throat is still swollen. My nose is leaking like a faucet.
Yeah.
I had to spit out a gob of mucus and actually pull it out of my throat because it was like
Okay,
hanging down the
Nope, too
sink, and I
much.
had to pull it out.
Too much.
Ew.
It was really gross.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to ruin everyone's life a little bit there.
Yeah.
Did you know?
If you must suffer, so
Yeah.
must we.
Yeah, it was rainbow colored.
Ew.
What? No, I don't want to know, actually.
What a gay little
Do you want to know the
blob.
colors?
No, I particularly do not. This is setting us some sensory issues in the highest caliber.
All right, I'll stop. But yeah, that's my medical adventure. I'm still sick. We still don't know what I have.
Yeah.
Possibility of mono.
So,
I got sick too, again.
Yeah, you bad you.
Yeah, it was so fucking annoying, right? Like,
I mean, granted though, keep in mind that.
don't you start.
Oh, please no. COVID weakens your immune system. Because
Yeah,
after
it
I
does.
got COVID,
Here's the
I got.
fucking thing, right? Because I got a cold. Then I got better. Then I got COVID. Then I got better. Now I'm getting a cold again. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I still have the cough from COVID. I am getting better. My nose, and then my nose starts clogging up, and I'm like, this is just allergies, right? Or no, it wasn't even the nose.
No.
It was the fact that I kept sneezing all fucking day, the one day. And I'm like, this is a bit weird. That's probably fine. The next day, sneezing all fucking day, and my nose is clogged. I'm like, this better be allergies. And then today, it's like, little bit less sneezing, still leaking faucet of a nose. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? At least it's not a sore throat yet. But also, I'm sleeping in all the time again. So, you know,
At least you're getting sleep.
I don't want
Sleep is
this.
good. Sleep is good.
Why do I work with fucking snot factories?
You chose that.
I know.
You chose that.
I mean, technically, I got placed there, but yes. Don't you start.
Don't you start.
Don't you fucking start.
I mean,
We love you, but
to
also
be fair, I have been getting extraordinarily lucky. You got sick the first time,
I
got
sick
nothing.
3 times and you got
You
nothing.
got COVID, I got nothing, but that's because I'm one shot ahead of you.
Yeah. I need to get my booster shot. You know, whenever I'm not fucking sick.
Yeah.
no. Yeah. Yeah. Hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? At least it's just us that are leaky faucets and not our fucking water pipes.
Yeah.
So, can you guys explain to me why you thought a rat chewed through a metal pipe?
Well,
It's
it was
not a metal pipe.
It was plastic.
It was plastic. So,
So
That's why,
It wasn't,
okay.
Yeah.
So let me explain first. So it wasn't the pipe. So when you know how under the sink there's the pipe and then there's the water line that connects to your faucet to turn on, like to connect your water to turn it on.
Yes.
So essentially, we've been dealing with a rat issue because there's always like this has been a recurring issue with this house is that during the winter they typically go in the shed, and you know we usually have to set out traps to kind of prevent them from coming in again. They came in the house and they are somewhere in the ceiling sometimes.
Yeah, older house, larger cross spaces.
Well, yeah, considering this house was built in 1929, yeah. 39? 29? I can never remember. One of those two.
Long time.
Long ass time. And there has been, in fact, a rat or a mouse. Well, actually, Kiki has caught 2 of them. One of them survived. One of them survived despite having been under the bed for 6 hours. Don't know how that happened. I went to, it came in the house at Kiki chased it into the bedroom at 1:30 in the morning. I had already taken a Benadryl, was already falling asleep. I'm like, I will deal with the consequences of this tomorrow. Come out the next morning, and she chases it out of the bed again, and I managed to catch him. Like, how the fuck are you still alive? She was very intent on catching you. But anyways, so basically, because we've been dealing with this, and there's a hole in the hose, it was like, well, clearly this is what happened. No, the hose just froze and then because it's an older one. So
Yeah, because basically the area under our sink, the rest of the house has a fairly decent heating system. That heat does not get under the sink, so it's under
That'd be
there.
bad if it got under the sink.
Well,
actually,
yes, it
Yeah.
is. So basically, yeah, like you're saying.
And like it was an older hose, I think, so that's part of why it like, because when I was trying to repair it with duct tape at 2:30 in the morning, there was like some spackle or something on it to like clearly patch it at some point. So I think it had already had issues before and then just needed to be replaced at that point. Because that's just how it goes. So yeah, got to deal with that.
Adventure. I was very confused and concerned that day.
Yeah, it wasn't a pipe; it was a hose,
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
hard
it was the
plastic.
Okay, it was PVC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like red PVC.
Yeah, if it's plasticking that involves piping of some sort, it's usually PVC.
Yeah. Like it looks like something that could bend, but like it's clearly not really that bendy.
Excellent.
It was
Fantastic.
fun.
What? Don't worry. I'm dreading the day that someone fucks up upstairs and the ceiling falls down.
Oh.
I always see that happen on like the fail army videos on YouTube, where you just see someone just go from one floor and just.
It's not that common to happen at least.
Okay, so now here's the problem. In my living room and kitchen, there are giant water damages in the ceiling. Because Grandma is no longer memory no good.
Yeah.
And has multiple times left her bath running, overfilling, and spilling everywhere.
Oh no.
Multiple times.
That'll do it. Yeah, see, we have also issues with water damage in the kitchen.
Yes.
Definitely now.
Because of the well, yeah, not just on the floor, on the ceiling too.
Yeah, because
From
the
other time, a different thing.
Yeah, the other time that happened.
Why do we still live here?
Water, well, because the fucking housing market is shambles.
That's true.
And granted, I see places now that are a little bit more within our price range, but like
Still.
back then, I was looking. I'm like, oh, there is nothing here that is fucking remotely affordable. And the places that are remotely affordable are like no
Remote.
pets.
They're remote. As in they are
or
far
they
away.
will not allow pets.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, see, even the ones that allow pets, I have to be careful, because even the ones that allow pets sometimes just don't say anything to reptiles. Oh, yeah, you have to be careful, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, most of the time they wouldn't actually care about reptiles. Most of the time when they say no pets, they mean pets that could actually do damage. So dogs and cats. But there's always
And
those
there's
people who are like,
those.
no. Also, like, technically speaking, in Coquitlam, you're not allowed to have snakes.
Yeah, you need a license.
Well, no, it's against, unless you had it before a certain year, you are not allowed to have snakes and other, venomous reptiles in Coquitlam. It is against the law. There is a bylaw.
What about the non-venomous snakes?
No, it's venomous reptiles and snakes.
Oh, well, that, of course. Ma'am,
Like there is just
What are
a
you
strict
doing?
bylaw about. It's like an exotic pet bylaw thing. You also,
Oh, the exotic pet bylaw, you just need a license for it.
there was some weird thing about it.
Because they tried to bring that to over here, too.
Yeah, but like how
They-
do you
they
get
said
a
if you-
license?
It's an online course. It's like a multiple choice quiz. Bless you. 2,
Oh no.
3.
Really? Only 3?
Where's...
Oh.
I'll say, where's my fourth? Ma'am,
It's now that I'm on camera, I'm only sneezing in groups.
do I need to move my legs? Is that what you want? Look at that. Move my legs.
That is what
The biggest baby.
that is what Kiki was doing when I was finishing Dragon Age this morning.
For the umpteenth time.
For the umpteenth time, this is the first time I've done a full series playthrough. With all of the DLC involved.
Did you do every single side quest?
Not every. I did most of them. I put
You
a
got
good.
I think you said you got all the shards, didn't you?
I got
Oh,
all
the
the
internet's
shards
gone.
the first time.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yep, got all the shards. Killed all the dragons. I did all the astrariums.
I think you
Did you do all of the hissing waste?
I did.
Oh, Chris found the button.
Uh-oh.
No, Chris found the button. Chris found that
Oh,
button.
dear.
I was hoping. I was really hoping they wouldn't find that button.
No, I did the majority of the hissing waste. Because the thing is, you have to do a fair amount of it in order to get the dragon.
Yep.
But that being said, still hate the hissing wastes. God damn it! Please no.
Yeah, it was like that's why I was dreading that. It's been there a while.
So
I'll
yeah,
play with that later.
I think I did probably a good 70 to 85% of most of the maps there.
Oh, not bad. Did you get the magic club in the final DLC?
The Magic Club? Oh, is that like the weird living sword?
No.
I got a set of armor that I'd never seen before.
Sentinel armor.
I
Not sure if it was
approve of the
this-
fact that we can now shove lemon all over the
It's
screen.
the lemon. It's that set of armor that looks really bad on my male Canary. It's the one where it's like, there's the one arm has all the armor on it and the other one's bare.
Bear arms?
No, not
So you're big and fluffy and you got like
No.
the
Red
big
to bear
claws?
arms?
no. I can't. It's one where it's like they have like a necklace that pairs along with it.
I have no idea.
I want to remind you I never played any of the DLC for Inquisition yet. I
still
still haven't done
haven't?
that.
Do you have the DLC though?
Yes!
Because here's the thing, right? There's certain armors and like weapons and stuff that you can get as long as you have the game, the DLC installed.
I have not finished the game since the DLC
No.
came out.
Like they're like, okay, for example, when you do the astrariums, there is like a mage staff schematic and weapon you can get that you can only actually get it if you have Trespasser installed, but you get it in the main game.
Yeah, I got the DLCs. My brother replayed them all. I still just haven't done that. I don't like that one.
Having fun.
Yeah, there's a cat on my lap now.
Yeah.
Cat, you say?
A cat.
This is also the first time I've gone into Trespasser like at an actual comfortable level. Every other time I end up going into Trespasser and I'm like a little bit underleveled, so everything
never
goes from
wanna be
being very easy to handle to being quite difficult.
The only time you want to go into something underleveled is if you're playing on easy difficulty.
Well, the thing is, I also always forget, because honestly, Kira, if anything else, you need to at least do Trespasser, because I had forgotten just how much the ending to the base game sucks.
Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah, it's
ending
horrid.
mission is awful. It's so lame.
It's meaningless.
Well, it's just like, there's all that build-up to your final fight with Curfeus, and the actual setting for it is really cool, how he, like, lifts the
But Griffiths
temple
is
up
such a
off the
lame
grim.
Villain.
Yeah, well, Curfeus is so lame, and it literally just turns into a really easy boss fight with Curfeus just shouting very generic, like, "This is the last time we meet, Inquisitor!" And the Inquisitor is like, "I will stop you!" And it's just so lame.
Yeah.
Then, honestly, it's like Trespasser is just the true ending of the game. I'm just like, yeah. And then afterwards it's this kind of, half-assed party, which I'm like, okay, this is nice.
It's nice to talk to you all. This means nothing.
Hi. But the weapon I was asking about, there is a weapon that is a beehive on a stick.
Oh, yes, the honeycomb thing? Yes.
Yes,
It's
that is what I was asking about.
It's a schematic you find that you have to then build.
Did you know there's also a I think it's a sword you get that is a banana on a stick.
Yeah, you get that in the main
I heard
one.
about that somewhere, but I don't think I've ever found it.
You heard about it because I told you about it. Because there's a
Yeah,
it's the sad
it's
weapon.
the splinters. Yes,
Yeah.
the slide splinters for all the forts.
Basically, if you when you capture, like, there's those 3 keeps in the game.
Yeah,
and
there's the one in Crestwood,
Yeah.
and Prix de Leon, and
When you bust
the
down the
desert.
doors and loot it, you get the sad splinters.
Oh, that's the one in the Western Approach.
Yeah, and then you get the you get the sad splinters, and you get sad splinters from all 3 of them, and then you can find a schematic that then lets you use those sad splinters to make a sad weapon, which is a banana tied to a stick.
Yeah, it goes perfectly with the cheese will shield.
What the fuck is Inquisition?
There's
Don't
so
you
many
remember
weird
in-
little things.
In the Western Approach, there's that little watchtower you
Oh,
can
I-
climb, and there is the little cheese army. Guys,
I actually don't think I could ever find that.
it's like right near your
which
camp.
tower it
Flower
is.
Crown.
I know which tower
Flower
it
Crown,
is.
I love Flower Crown.
But I can never
Climbing it's a
I
bitch.
can never climb it.
I get up there every time. Like I need to get up there.
Like, just what the fuck is Inquisition?
Although
There's also a hidden birthday cake hat underneath Skyhold that you have to glitch through the world to see.
How would you glitch through? How? Tell me your secrets.
I think the way they found it originally is they were mining the game and they did hacks to fly through the world and they just flew through the ground. And it's just a birthday cake hat. Didn't think anyone would ever find it. It was like found in like 2 months.
Yeah, because like that's the thing is like one of the things I really liked. Like, I wish I knew how to use like proper like. There's no cheat codes you can access in Inquisition,
Yeah, I know. You have to like go run it through another program.
which is annoying because like that's one of the things I really liked about Skyrim when I played it is like I could just toggle no clipping and then just like walk through the air.
Yeah, but Skyrim's so broken if you don't have that, you can't play the game
Yeah, no,
because
you
it will
can.
break every 5 minutes.
No, you can. I've done it before I knew that cheats existed. Like, it is possible.
I've done it too, but it's horrid.
Yeah, it's not as fun.
The amount of times you have to reset because you're stuck in a rock and you can't get out.
It's much more, or like Lydia is somewhere and you just need to resummon her to you.
Or you know, the main boss
All the
flips
way.
through the floor and kills itself and you never have to fight them.
That's just fun.
See, I wish I could get into Skyrim.
Skyrim is only fun if you have mods.
See, that's the thing is, when I tried, I got it on the PS3,
Oh,
and so I was playing it, and I'm like, this is by no means terrible.
it's
I
bad.
can totally see why people would be into this,
It's no.
but they just like, I felt so listless.
Also,
I'm like,
all
I
of the
could just
quests-
kind of do everything, and I'm like,
All of the fucking quests are 1 of 2 quests.
Murder a bitch?
3 quests. Murder a bitch, dungeon crawl, fetch quest, which is probably in a dungeon crawl.
I saw a mod you can get for Skyrim, which gives you all the major weapons from Lord of the Rings, and
Oh, that's the tip of the
oh yeah, I know that's the
mod.
tip of the iceberg. It's super tiny.
There's one mod that lets you actually collect horses in a herd and just have horses. There's one that actually makes your
The
followers-
Barnabas mod.
No, not like that.
What's the Barnabas mod?
No, Kira's making a joke.
Oh,
The
oh,
horses. There's one mod where like you can actually have your followers talk and have personality. There's some that give it like realistic like.
wait, they
needs.
don't?
No, not really.
No.
They just kind of serve.
Lydia's personality is, she's a good chest.
Yeah. Not has a good chest. She is a good chest.
Is a good chest.
You store all of your spare armor in her.
Yeah, you just, I have too much stuff in my pockets. Lydia.
Hold them.
Opens the chest, puts the items in, closes the chest. See ya in a week, Lydia.
She is a fridge.
I did actually entirely fill her with meat one day.
Yeah, she's a fridge. That's a phrasing. But there's also, like, there's mods that, like, give it, like, realistic needs. So, like, you know, if it gets cold, you actually need to wear cold things, as opposed to running around naked and having no ill effects.
The title of this video is now Lydia is a fridge. And you can't change my mind.
No,
No,
that's
I
perfect.
I think my favorite one, though, is the flying one, because it gives you dragon wings. Because I remember when I first played the game, I was like, why the fuck are you the Dragonborn when
You can't fly.
you can't fly? You don't get dragon wings. You get nothing to give you the idea that you are a dragon except for some yelling ability.
You can speak dragon.
You can't ride. So can anybody if they try hard enough.
True. You can ride a dragon.
Yeah, in a DLC.
In DLC, I think.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the game.
Correction. If you're really, really stealthy, you can still ride a dragon.
If you get your stealth to 100. And
No,
put
there's
bucket
a
over it.
way. Yeah. There was a way. Like, there's one of the caves really near the beginning of the game.
Helgen?
Where there's a blind man. Not Helgen, it's still near Whiterun.
Oh, okay.
Whiterun?
Yeah, right.
And there's a cave to the side where there's like a blind man guard. And you can like just sit there and walk back and forth behind him and it increases your sneak.
Yeah.
I think I came in one day and my brother was doing that. And I left for like 4 hours and I came home and he was still doing that.
It's kind of like
And the sneak was like at 89 or something by the time I got home.
See, but like that's the thing. Like, who has the fucking time and the patience to do that aside from Vince? I don't.
See, it's like in Trespasser, where Colin has the Mabari that he adopts,
Yeah.
and
Who never has a name.
he never has a name, and you give them.
Yeah, that's a yeah. See,
Yeah.
this is why you should play Trespasser. Cullen gets a Mabari.
Yeah,
He finally got a dog.
He
He
got a
got
dog. And
He tried to train
you
it to
you
not
could,
catch fireballs.
and you go around the Winter Palace. You can collect these little dog treats, and you give them to the dog. Every one you give to the dog, they give you +1 to your Constitution.
I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
Every time you put it in this little bowl, you just go. Ruff.
Also, if you romance Cullen, you can get married, and then the dog acts as a witness.
Yeah, apparently you can get married to Cullen or Cassandra.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
now, here's the thing, is I romanced Josephine.
Why do you only get to marry the Chantry fuckers?
Yeah, I'm like, why can't I romance Josephine?
You can romance.
Because
them,
there's a
you can't
straight up,
marry
there's a sequence then in
Marry.
Trespasser where Cassandra starts trying to give you marriage advice because Varric lied and said the Inquisitor proposed to Josephine. So Cassandra's like freaking out about like trying to like, you know,
She
offer
will,
advice.
she will freak out no matter, like, he will lie regardless of who you're
Yeah,
with.
regardless of who it's with.
It's really funny to do that when you've already done the wedding to Cullen. It's like, actually, we kind of already did that. Hello, cat.
Kitty cat.
She got mad. I leaned forward to grab a lollipop.
Although I'm still debating if I did the right thing leaving Hawk in the Fade. I think
Yeah.
I did. But I still feel bad. Although it is kind of funny for as much as like, oh, but you'll make Varric sad. Varric is sad for one scene
Yeah,
and is never sad again.
he does not care.
To you.
I mean, yeah.
He could be crying himself to sleep and
I'm
you
sure
just
he
don't
is,
know.
But it's literally, it's like the game
Varric is a separate
completely
Twilight.
forgets about like any sort of like trauma or grief that Varric is going through after the one scene. It's
No,
just like,
you could have just ended that sentence with, the game has completely forgotten any amount of trauma.
yeah, but that's what Dreadwolves I think is going to be for.
Yeah.
Because I also committed the Inquisition to killing Solus at all costs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because,
You kept the Inquisition together?
No, I disbanded the Inquisition, but like they do that weird thing at the end of Trespasser.
Oh yeah.
Where at the end of the
Not that we
conversation
should be
with
giving any
Solus.
spoilers, but like it's been like 8 years.
It's been 8 years. You should have played it already.
I don't think it's been 8 years yet, but okay.
It actually
For the game coming out, it has been.
yeah, but
Came out
Trespasser I
in
Yeah,
think
but
came
for
out,
the DLC.
Let's
so 7 years. Okay. But basically, there's at the end of the conversation with Solus is you get the one of two options. You either get the option to like, I will stop.
Trespasser came out in 2015, so it's been 7 years.
Yeah, basically it's like I will stop you, even if I have to kill you, or
Bitch, I'm killing him first.
I will. It's either that or I will try my hardest to try and change your mind. I went with like, no, this guy's trying to fucking kill everyone I care about. I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, so right now for my games list. Obviously, I'm sorry, Pokemon gets a speed boost.
Yeah.
The-
Always does.
The glitchy ass Pokemon game.
Again, I've only had 2 problems, and they're both FPS drops that don't matter.
You are lucky.
You are lucky. I've been seeing some crazy.
Yeah,
ones.
that's what I was gonna tell. I told Kieran, like, did you already buy the game? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I was gonna tell you not to bother until they patch it.
They patched it on day 1.
Oh, well, not enough.
Okay, yeah, there's still a lot of glitches. I'm still 90% certain a lot of the people having a lot of these problems did not fully buy the game, did not download the patch.
Or they did, and you just happen to get lucky.
Or they did the thing they were told not to eons ago when the Switch came out, and they put the game download on the SD card. Which causes any game you download onto the SD card to bug out.
I highly doubt that, like, this many people have all managed to fuck up. It's much more likely that you happen to be an anomaly and got lucky.
Yeah, but also nobody I've met in person has had those problems. That is 7 games.
Have you ever heard of confirmation bias?
True. Fair enough.
I don't know much about the Switch, enough about the Switch and how it works to refute or defute that. Defute?
The Switch is not as powerful as it should be.
Refute.
Refute, thank you.
There it is. Essentially, this Nintendo wanted to take their handheld consoles and their big game consoles and combine
Smush
it
them
into
together.
one. So essentially, it has the power of a DS.
That seems a bit.
A DS that can play The Witcher 3, just not super high quality.
Yeah. The DS was hilariously powerful.
Oh yeah.
So the DS probably could play The Witcher 3.
Oh yeah, probably good.
Whether it should.
It's whether it should isn't the question. Thank you, ma'am. You've had all your paws in the worst places.
Oh no.
My hand was good for 1 second. I had the perfect shot, and then she moved again.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's like so basically, it's not as powerful. It should not be going up against things like the Xbox and the PlayStation, even though it still is. It is a handheld console and should be treated as such. So they are making games that are too powerful for it. Correction. That is correct.
Yeah.
I will admit the game's buggy. It should have stayed in production for probably another 2 months at least. Or, taking some of the 90 NPCs that are aesthetically pleasing out because that's what's lagging out the game.
Yeah, but then people would be sad.
You can't even talk to them!
Huh?
Oh.
They're just aesthetically pleasing. You cannot even talk to them!
That's why are they there?
They're aesthetically pleasing! They make the world look lived in.
That's useless.
They make it look lived in. They make it look populated.
No. There's no point to that.
So here's how I'm going to tier Pokemon, actually, right now. I did finish it. I only have 2 legendary Pokemon left to catch in the main game. That's it. I'm done. And they're both legendaries, where I have to go on a goddamn scavenger hunt to find the things to catch them. Quality, like, game mechanic quality? As I said, they need to take out the 90 plus NPCs that are useless and just they're aesthetically pleasing.
Jesus.
There is an entire city that is probably about the size of the original Pokemon game that is filled with NPCs.
That
You go to class, and there's a full classroom of people moving around. Except they're at like 2 frames a second because there's just too much movement.
Yeah, that's just too much.
When you go into the world and there's that many Pokemon in the world, there's no frame drops. It's the people. It is the actual human people that are causing the game to crash.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. That's too
Uh,
many people.
The actual having, like, fun time moment, like all the mechanics they put in the game,
Okay. When you said fun time moment, that's not what I have understood.
yeah, like actually playability, having fun, the point of playing a video game.
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
Okay.
If I'll judge the first part as probably like a 4, 4.5. Because honestly, I will admit, I need to stay in production for another 2 months to fix that problem. The story of this Pokemon game has made me cry 4 times. 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
I
do
never
think
thought
the
I
story's
would
pretty
cry
good.
at Pokemon. This is probably the best story in a while.
Huh.
Because you actually follow, like, they tried to make Pokemon open world, and they did a really good job of it. It's like, here is all of your options. Bye.
Well.
Interesting.
Have fun. And they give you, like, you can do the classic gym leader challenge. Here is your friend and student council person. She's also your neighbor. She is super into training, and battling. And people have compared her to Goku because she just runs out of nowhere and is like, I want to battle. I'm here to kick your face in, and you won't. Or you can go fight Titan Pokemon that have been storied about in Legends with this other guy who is the son of the professor.
The original professor, or like
The regional professor, not Professor Oak.
no?
Or you can go fight the rebels of the school, Team Star, with the random crazy lady who's contacted your phone, and your totally cool friend, who is technically just the headmaster wearing a pompadour wig, and it's my favorite part.
That is the yes.
It's is it because so I found out. I'm sorry, spoilers. Skip the last 10 minutes of this podcast
Yeah.
if you don't want Pokemon spoilers. The Team Star are the rebels of the school, and all of the faculty of the school have been changed in the past year, the headmaster and all the teachers. And as you do these Team Star missions, you find out that Team Star was a group of people that were being bullied really badly. And they all came together, and they trained really hard, and they called out their bullies. And instead of even battling, they didn't even get to battle. The bullies freaked out, started whining, and actually left school and dropped out because they were called out for being bullies. But because of this whole mishap, Team Star got blamed. And to cover it all up, to help it, the leader of Team Star was sent on a leave of absence back home, and all the faculty, including the headmaster, had to leave the school board.
That's
And nobody knew, because as this was happening, the headmaster was trying to help, like, make sure everyone was okay. The vice headmaster was sitting there deleting all the records. So Claval comes in as the new director, and he thinks Team Star are just a bunch of rebels that won't come to school. And he gives them an ultimatum of you have 6 months to come back to school or you're expelled. He finds out you were contacted to come shut down Team Star by a hacker, and he joins you as a student that is totally your friend.
pretty good.
It's great. Because you can, like, see he's got his little white goatee and his glasses, and you can see the white stuff underneath his wig.
It's literally it's just the Steve Buscemi. How do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah, fellow kids. Yes, and he has that kind of personality.
God too. Is
When
up
I
there
first saw
heaven
that,
hearing
I
he
was
is created.
Well. Oh.
That was
right then.
fantastic. Yeah. 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 And then you have to go do, when you finish all of that, there's an epic log story. Where you have to go find the professor, which you have never met in the entire game.
Did you just call it an epic log?
Epilogue.
Okay.
It sounded like you said epic log story.
It really did.
That was me trying not to cough.
Oh, fair enough.
That was actually me trying not to cough.
Oh, honestly, I kind of love calling it an epic log story.
Epic log.
I kind of love it.
Yeah, it's kind of great. I was just like, wait, hold on. Did I hear that correctly?
It's an epic log now, guys. Urban Dictionary, you must have scuffed it. It's no longer epilogue, it's epic log.
Epic log.
God, I am
Stargate.
tired.
Got a lolly.
Oh, Lolly. I want ice cream. We have ice cream in the fridge. I will take the apple. Yes.
I'm no longer like perfectly aligned above you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're beneath me.
Well, no,
Well,
because I've got 3.
Yeah, I've got 3 as well.
Oh. Nice.
If it's still recording or not, we don't know.
Well, if not, enjoy just listening to our voices.
They're very tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Only if you have
You know what? If it is still recording, let's see if we can get this. Lemon! Oh, I see you hear me.
Man.
Lemon!
Lemon.
Lemon!
Ooh.
Come here. Her ear is twitching. She knows. Lemon!
Bestow
Lemon.
upon us
You
the
want-
love, Lemon.
Lemon! Lemon! You gonna huff at me? Lemon! Oh, wait. I'm gonna poke you. I got a stick. I'm gonna poke you. Booped.
I can just see like the top of her head.
Lemon!
She's like, you do not have ball, therefore you are not interesting.
Oh.
Oh,
I actually don't have a ball. I kicked them all out earlier.
oh no. How dare.
Come here! Come here!
Here's
Come
the
here.
tail.
I see the tail.
Come here! You can do it!
Oh. There she is.
Hype.
There she is.
The hype girl.
There she
What a
is.
good baby!
Look at those ears.
Yo, fluffy, fluffy girl. I guess it's probably about where we can end it though.
Yeah, we can end it on the,
It
on
is.
the cute doggo.
She's so tired. She's like sound asleep.
Oh.
Give me your face back. Give me your face back. Come here. Your little sad face.
Oh.
You want to sniff the lolly?
Oh, baby.
Do not lick, only sniff.
Oh. There she is. This is just gonna be the rest of the podcast. It's just
Yeah,
speaking
this is
out
literally
over
just it.
lemon. Pardon me.
What was that?
That was a burp.
Oh, you do that?
Yes.
Every once in a while we hear it. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed episode, what I think is 133. I've forgotten.
Yes, I think that's what it was. Also, we didn't. Our
Um,
intro was different at the beginning.
Yeah, it was.
A little bit.
I'm missing a body, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have woken the lemon, and now the lemon demands the attention.
Come back here, turn around.
For a brief moment,
I'll switch
I
hands.
think she understood.
Can I have a pop?
No.
Nope. Yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed episode 133. You guys can't quite see my face, but you can see Lemon. That's what we care about here.
Lemon is what is
Um,
always.
So don't forget to ring a ding ding that bells. You'll find out when we come out. I'm gonna try and make sure this continues through December. If it might just be me talking at all of you for an hour. Who knows?
Who knows? We shall see.
There will be no Zelda today. I'm sorry.
We're constantly dealing with the fluctuations of sick.
Yeah, everyone's sick or not here or unavailable. But your guys' Christmas present comes out on the 1st. That is the Thursday after this comes out.
Do we know what our Christmas
so
present is?
They don't. Only I know.
Oh.
I'm scared.
It will last all of December. You guys get a Christmas present every day of December. And then a little bit
It's
after.
an advent calendar.
Essentially, yeah, it's I gave you guys an advent calendar. I'm pretty sure most of you will love it.
But,
We're gonna
But
have
if you guys want,
like 3 different advent calendars.
babe, I'm pretty sure it's not. That's okay.
I'm
you'll figure it out. Don't worry.
My brain.
It's probably like a video thing, and it's like a present for like the viewers.
Yeah.
By you guys, she meant
God, I think
these people.
I think I am getting sick. My brain is turning to mush.
Yeah, by you guys, she meant these people, not you guys like us.
Yeah, so if you guys want the advent calendar, be sure to go check out JKT Gaming, where we post all the gaming stuff. Lemon slide down again. She's still a very sleepy baby.
I bet you Kira just found
It's-
a bunch of Christmas and winter games.
Kira did not find a bunch of Christmas and winter games, and you're gonna have to find out what Kira found.
Horror games.
Because, as of this very second, I've uploaded all the way up to the 18th.
Ooh.
Uploaded, oh, but not released.
Yeah, they're scheduled to come out every day,
Smart.
but not released. Yes, I make use of that scheduling thing when I think about it.
When you remember it exists.
No, actually, I always use it.
Oh.
That's why they're always out at the exact same time.
Oh, that makes
Until
sense.
then, I hope you all have a good time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hearts.
Bye-bye.
I'm going to sleep
Oh,
again.
I'm sorry, the SoundCloud for this probably isn't coming up. I'm sorry, I
We'll have
don't
to
have
figure that
access
out
to
later.
that. Bye.
Bye. Bye.